many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Tennessee Titans. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
For a Tennessee.
And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
48-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, and they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a second one.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception, but this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears. And able to get this out to the 25. And the Tennessee Titans.
25-yard line.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. That one going to be complete to David Moore. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans.
David Moore.
David Moore, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. And this is good. Our score is 7-0 Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7, Bears nothing. Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
54, Mike, 54, Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Here we go, watch the pass. Watch that. Check, Mike, 54. Mike, 54. Let him know.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
He was brought
I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
3.5 to go, first quarter. Hurts focusing. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
Nick Folk for the extra point.
Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an
for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
Too many syllables.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That was all Preston Smith. Navigating into the backfield, he gets the tackle for loss. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, there's 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd.
The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities. But always, always making sure no one's holding.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's got his tight end Fant, and he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Throwing is Hurts. He can run for it, and he will. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
The keeper,
Jalen Hurts,
Chicago,
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him starting to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there. And in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Now it's Wilson. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. He's brought down by Terrell Burgess.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.